Hey, this is Dale Schweeman with the Schwee View. Welcome. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching my videos. And let me ask you right at the top of the show, I need you guys to start hooking on as a subscriber to this channel. And I need you, if you would please, hit the share button and the like buttons. Send this stuff out. We don't have to keep this stuff strictly just between us. The whole idea is to spread these words. Even if you don't like my ideas, even if you don't like what I have to say, somebody else may. However, somebody else may not, and they can work with you. On that, send in some things on the chat box. Let me know your views. Let me know your counter views. I like to learn. I like to hear different points of view. I like to hear I'm right, naturally. But I also like to hear that somebody else has a different view. It may be the same concept, but a little different view. Now, let's on to the subject Donald Trump and why he is the way he is. There's a lot in the news of he's racist, he's crazy, he's senile. There's a lot of things going on. My thing about Donald Trump is you first have to sit back and just accept when was he born? Where was he born? How did he grow up? What type of living conditions did he have? Trump grew up. He was born and raised in a time what we would call the good old boy network time. He was raised in an affluent way of life. Donald Trump doesn't know the things that he is doing are harmful to other people. Donald Trump has simply grown up in a time that it was okay to be rude to other people. It was okay to be disrespectful. If you had money, you could do what you want and say what you want, and other people just stayed in their place. So, the point here, we're at a time in our country in which we're supposed to have civil rights. We're supposed to be striving for equalities. But people who grew up before the 1960s, 70s, and 80s don't understand that. They grew up in entitlement. There's different type of people. We have the ones who live in the real world here in the United States of America and those that live in the elite world. Donald Trump is in the group that's never had to go to the grocery store to buy a gallon of milk and then stand in line to have to pay for it. Okay, people don't understand the beauty of that experience. I actually cherish going to the grocery store and standing in lines. So it's frustrating sometimes, but I actually enjoy it. You stand in line, you talk to a complete, total stranger. It doesn't matter if they're white, black, woman, man, Mexican, it doesn't matter. I'll talk to anybody. I've had individuals look at me after I start up a conversation and they go, man, I don't know you like that. Well, you're absolutely right. You don't. But you know what? There was a first time you spoke to your very best friend. That very best friend that you have. Go all the way back. There was a first time you spoke to that person. You'd have no idea what that next person standing next to you or in front of that person could be or could offer to you. It's great. I love to stand in the grocery store line or some sort of line and just strike up a conversation. Donald Trump's never had to do that. And the people around Donald Trump have never had to do that. These are things that are great in our country. And to be able to sit here on this show and be able to talk about this and talk about our president. Understand that. He wants to he thinks that things should just be the way he says they should be because he's president. That's not a democracy. And these are the things that scare me about the Donald Trump presidency. They scare me because he doesn't realize he's not running, he's not acting as a president of a democracy. He's actually trying to run this country as a dictator or a totalitarian. This is something that scares me because nobody's noticing it. The Republican Party has always been full of a lot of the good old boy network individuals. The Democratic Party seems to be the party of wishful dreamers. The thing is, neither party is right or wrong. The system, I understand why we have a two-party system for the competition of trying to make things better and we get the right person in the office. But to have a set platform of ideas, that's where the problem comes in. I'm not Republican nor am I Democrat. I'm an American. And I do believe that the president, whether they are elected out of the Democratic Party, the Republican Party, or a fraternity party, once they become the president, their party affiliation should go away. They should now just focus on leading the country. They should no longer have any party affiliation. They should not be out campaigning for this party to win over that party, because they should be focusing on just the best ideas from no matter where they come from. I don't care if they came from the Democratic Party, the Republican Party, or if they had come from the fraternity party. We'll take those good ideas because they can be what's best for the country. They can't be lopsided, can't be one-sided. That's not a democracy. That's not a president. That's not a leader. That's a dictator. So this is where my fears for Donald Trump and who he is and where he came from, because he doesn't understand what he's doing and what he's saying and how he's saying it. He doesn't understand that these things are wrong because he's never lived in the real world. He's never been in a traffic jam on Friday or Saturday night while driving and trying to make it home on time for dinner, or trying to make it to the show, or just trying to make it anywhere through a traffic jam. Donald Trump's never had that problem. We have that problem. I have that problem. I know you have that problem. White, black, or indifferent, we as American U.S. citizens have that problem because we didn't grow up and live the way he lived. So Donald Trump, we do have issues with him. And I'm not saying he's right or wrong, but we have to accept why he is the way he is. It's because of the way he came from, where he came from, and how he grew up. So I say these things. I'm Dale Schweeman with the Schwee View. This is my show for tonight, and I'll close by saying points from the opening. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. Share this YouTube channel. And please, by all means, drop in some chat idea boxes. I thank you, and I'll see you again.